our concerns. I want to introduce Peggy Porter. She's a member of our organization and will be assisting me with this presentation. My name is Wanda Sebald. I live at 118 South Stillbridge Road. We have been a part of the Crooked Creek community since 2014. My husband and I immediately became involved and joined the Crooked Creek Community Association shortly thereafter. The founders of this association worked as volunteer firefighters for the community. When the county took over that function, many still volunteered and they risked their lives for this community. They cared. We will always honor their devotion to the Crooked Creek community by trying to care as much as they did, and some still do. We have very high standards to meet. I have been asked by the neighbors of this property, whose property actually totally surrounds the Keys property, to be rezoned. And of course, the members of our community who overwhelmingly oppose this rezoning to speak in opposition to rezoning the property from R2 to C1. Did you bring the petitions? We have petitions to present also, so we'd like to do that, but I'll go on. As past president and board member of CCCA, I fully support our goal to give voice to the residential neighbors who oppose the rezoning. Developers and investors have deep pockets. Our residential citizens do not. Although the collective investment by residential homeowners far exceeds any investment made by commercial entities in our community. You will see from the board being presented that the entire parcels up for rezoning are completely surrounded by R2 residential properties. This would be spot zoning. This is a very serious situation. All of us know how important our homes and our neighborhoods are to us. We basically work all our lives to have these homes and the dream of home ownership. Our home is our safe haven, our castle, so to speak. It means everything to us. Equally as important is the neighborhood, the location of our home. Our neighborhood, our community is our family. We chose our home in places we wanted to live forever. And we hope future generations will carry on with this investment. We choose residential communities that are peaceful, tranquil, safe, and beautiful. This is our dream and our investment. Some of you will remember our opposition in October 2019. We called a recent special meeting on June 22 with over 100 members of the community. Mr. Key was not an invited speaker. This meeting was for our neighbors to speak. Mr. Key did attend and was allowed to answer questions, but of course not to take over the meeting. Mr. and Mrs. Key were welcomed in July 29 when they arrived unexpected at 2 of our CCA meetings to tell their story about their dream and their investment for a boat storage facility that is now being presented for rezoning. I personally sent out every bit of that information to our members. We listened and we considered. The overwhelming majority of our members voted to oppose, and unless something changed, not to hear from them again. Mr. Key admitted at our June 22 meeting that nothing had changed, and they had purchased the R2 property to realize their C1 dreams. And I believe that's the key challenge here. If you have a dream of a commercial nature, it's wise to purchase commercial property. Our concerns are many, and Mrs. Key hit on some of those. If you look at the boards going around, this is how the roads near and around this R2 property are posted by the county now. You will see dangerous curve, congested area, children at play, 25-mile-an-hour speed signs. We also have many people walking, children playing, wildlife crossing the road, and school bus stops for children. In fact, Crooked Creek Community Association has a little library for children and adults alike. The school bus to distribute lunches in our area use our parking lot. We are also the location of the voting precinct for our community. The increased traffic from a boat storage 24/7 for 177 boats would be dangerous for our community. It would damage our lives and our dreams. There's many pollution that we can talk about. Hydrilla, flooding, increased potential for pollution of Lake Sinclair. The runoff and drainage is already a problem for lakefront and non-lakefront homes below this location. Flooding has been an issue and will increase as this project is approved. The expense of fighting both of these issues will fall on the property owners. Trash. This is a sensitive issue with our organization. Already, CCA volunteers frequently pick up trash in this area. Please look at the photo being shown. I cannot not imagine the increase of trash in our beautiful neighborhood. We adopt roads, we care for our community. These are members of CCCA, real heroes of our community who not only pick up trash on South Steel Bridge, our adopted road, but extend their generosity to Crooked Creek Road. Noise and light pollution. The noise of any commercial business, especially a 24/7 boat storage, would be a tremendous burden for surrounding neighbors. Remember the quiet, tranquil residential area we purchased. The negative effect on the value of property and our taxes is upsetting and clearly not something we can put a price on or a specific number. In summary, we have a very caring neighborhood. Our residents are directly involved in making this community a better place to live. Every resident moved to this area for the quiet, tranquil, peaceful life at the lake. We chose our residential properties trusting in the master plan of Putnam County regarding residential areas. The covenants of the neighborhood and believing in the support of our elected officials would provide and maintain our communities. We're asking you to deny the request to rezone to commercial. We all have the dream of maintaining this for our children and their children, generations to follow. There's plenty of commercial property outside our residential area for projects to be built, and we will support them. We support commercial growth in our area, just not in our residential area, where it negatively affects our community and the residents who have a dream to live the lake life. In closing, an overwhelming majority of the community oppose this request for rezoning. We realize that the Keys have a dream. It's a great project, but it's in the wrong location. I do not support allowing this project in a residential area. However, if we must have it in a residential area, there are options in his neighborhood where he owns 16 acres near the lake. The best solution is to seek commercial property for their dream. Everyone wins for that. Please deny this request.